Hey everybody, welcome to the random game Unshrinking. The game I have for today, or maybe it's two games, is the Virtual Murder Mystery Series. And I don't know if you guys have seen this before, these games. There's a series of 4 games that I've sort of never really seen most of them boxed properly. Like, they sort of just all of a sudden showed up one day. They're all made by this person, Shannon Gilligan, I believe. And the first game is called Who Killed Sam Rupert? And I've seen that one boxed, so it's not easy to find. The second one is called The Magic Death. And then the third one is like Who Killed So-and-so. One of them is called Who Killed Brett Pennance, the environmental surfer. And the last one's also, I think, Who Killed Someone Else. But there's one that's called The Magic Death. I've never seen it boxed, ever. Usually it comes in a jewel case with this picture on it here, with this hand with the sword, I'm pretty sure. This is the only time I've ever seen a copy of this game that was in a box. And I don't know what the deal is. I mean, it's basically, this is a 2-game compilation, it looks like. It's the first game and the second game. And I'm wondering if they ever released the second game standalone, or if this is the only way this game was sold boxed, was combined with the first game. I have no idea, but, I'd love to know if anybody has any information on this. Please, give me a comment or let me know what the story is. Basically, you can see from some of the screenshots, this is a full motion video based game. Somebody gets murdered, and it says here, Sam Rupert crime scene. You can see the picture. Zoom in and investigate the crime scene in close-up detail. And then you get to interview people, I believe, and talk to them and see what's going on. Also, study the videotaped interviews. So basically, that's what it is. It's an adventure game where you have to figure out like who committed the murder. A virtual murder series, I believe it's called. And yeah, so let's open up and see what's inside. I'm assuming we'll find 2 different games in here. This is the type of thing where I could rip the shrink wrap, but it looks like it's a 1-piece box. And I might as well try to just cut it and see if I can open it on the top. This way, if I decide to collapse the box later and I can take off the whole shrink wrap at that point, there's no point doing that yet if I don't need to. Let me try to just open it up. So I got my big kahuna knife here. Let me see if I can just slice the top like this. Luckily, because this shrink wrap crushed the box a little bit, there's, pretty easy seam there to cut it on. And then I guess, well, it didn't really, I sort of let the air out, but it didn't really slice it properly. There we go. This is not the best way to do this. I mean, theoretically, if you want to open just the top of a box, you want to basically cut that, and then you want to cut the sides so that you can open up the top. In this case, because it's crushed, it's a little bit more difficult. I'm going to try this to see if I can just sort of pry it open. And obviously, a little bit of shrink wrap will be, probably torn off and more than needs to be. But it's not completely crushed, but it's crushed just enough that I would have a hard time wedging the knife in there. So I'm just going to open it like that. All right, so we got it open. Let's see what's inside. Oh, but not much, it looks like. So there's a jewel case copy of Who Killed Sam Rupert, Virtual Murder 1, and I have this exact one, I'm pretty sure, that came in my other box copy of this game, of Who Killed Sam Rupert. And then we got some circles. Okay, and a shrink-wrapped copy of The Magic Death Virtual Murder 2. I'm not sure I've seen this exact one before or not. It looks like a little bit better quality. I think the ones I've seen, like maybe they had a front and not a back. And then what else is in here? Important notice, if you're a Creative Multimedia customer using both Who Killed Sam Rupert by the Family Doctor, please, you must load QuickTime. Oh, it's some kind of incompatibility issue with a different title. It's not even a game, it sounds like. And that's basically it, I think. I don't think there's anything else in here. That's just the back of the box. So that's basically it. So let's open up one of these jewel cases, see if I can manage not to cut myself open. Since this is really about this game, The Magic Death, let's open this up and see what's in here. I mean, it looks like a thin manual. And I guess this one looks like even a thinner manual. Maybe it's just a paper, I'm not sure. But this one is definitely some kind of booklet. So let's open it up. Oops. It's cracked, as you can see, although that doesn't mean anything. Obviously, nobody's used this before. Okay, open it up. Oh, there's actually a registration card in here. So maybe it was meant to be sold separately as well. I mean, there is a UPC card and an ISBN number, USB barcode rather, on this thing. And then, okay, this is just a registration card. The disc looks unblemished. And then there is a manual in here. And this is the kind of manual I like, the one that actually fits in the jewel case. So look, nice full color. Elpith Hess card is dead. I guess that's her name. And you're in charge. Some nice screenshots. Instructions of what to do. All right, so pretty straightforward. Is there instructions how to load it? Yeah, the very beginning over here. And a little ad on the back, how clever are you? So, not much in here. It's basically 2 jewel cases. So what I will do is I'm going to take this and, take off the shrink wrap the rest of the way and flatten it out. There's no reason for me to keep a box if all there is 2 jewel, keep a box on a shelf if all there is 2 jewel cases in it. You can see there's nothing else in there. So I probably will do what I just said. But, I'm really curious if anybody knows if there's been any other releases of this game, The Magic Death, in a box. A box that actually would say on it, instead of the Virtual Murder series, say The Magic Death. You can see that it's the same logo and everything else. So if you guys know anything, let me know. Otherwise, for now, I will assume that this is the only release. And I guess ignorance is bliss or whatever. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, all that. And let me know. And have a great day, everybody.